innovated with 37 billion naira. So if you add, please, I'll round up now. Please, the 70 billion naira added with 40 billion naira for acquisition of exotic cars. That is 110 billion naira. If you divide 110 billion naira by 360 constituency, federal constituency, 305 million will go to every constituency. We are therefore asking the National Assembly people, if you want to make sacrifice on behalf of the Nigerian people, put that money in an account so that your constituency can have 305 million naira per constituency. And we must start with Lagos State. We must start with Lagos State. So when we go back, we must go to our constituencies. Insist on a meeting of constituency with senators and House of Rep members and make your demand. Secondly, please, I owe Nigeria $66 billion, $62 billion, international oil companies. Are you with me? Therefore, if you collect that money, and I've submitted a letter to the government that we can collect 6 months, $200 billion. If the Lagos State government is ready to work with us, we can make this money available to the government. And that will be the contribution of workers in Lagos State to the ongoing development of the country. If we have $200 billion, we just remove $74 billion owed by Nigeria, and we shall have enough money for development. Since I came out with those figures, nobody, no agency of government has challenged me. I'm therefore telling the government in Abuja, please, democracy is under threat in West Africa. Let us consolidate our own democracy by taking care of the masses. Do you understand me? Let the masses breathe.
Increase minimum wage. That process will have to be put in place so that in the next couple of weeks you can have a new minimum wage. And this time around, it must be a living minimum wage so that the take-home of workers can take them home. Secondly, to meet the demands of workers, the government will have to review the management of the economy. As long as the IMF and World Bank are allowed to dictate to the government on how to run the economy, we ain't going to get it right. So the government will have to put an end to dollarization of the economy, which leads to devaluation of the currency. The legal tender in it are the notes, currency notes issued by the central bank by virtue of Section 20 of the Central Bank Act. Section 16 does not permit the central bank to float the naira. Section 16 has imposed a duty on the central bank to fix and determine the rate of the currency vis-a-vis other currencies, and not to say market forces will determine the exchange rate of the naira vis-a-vis other currencies. So if the government is prepared to comply with the rule of law, provisions of the Central Bank Act, allow our country to control its economy and not hand over the economy to IMF and World Bank, my sister, there can be no basis to allow some landlords to collect dollars in Nigeria's rents. There can be no basis to collect school fees in Nigeria in dollars. There can be no justification, right, for paying for certain services in dollars in our country. And we are challenging the government to trade with countries that are prepared to accept the naira as a medium of exchange. It's already going on among the BRICS. You know, there's an organization called the BRICS. So there is a new international economic order, and Nigeria must be part of that struggle to challenge the dominance of the dollar. Thank you.